Jess on his right. Hey, hold up. Don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning. Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Oh my, oh hell yeah. Go and put on that party dress. Good morning and welcome to Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks. I am joined by producer BBD, coming live from Roosevelt Studio South, otherwise known as my apartment. We're still doing a quarantine week and a half or whatever it is to make sure everyone's COVID safe. Hope you guys are being safe. And we talk sports here, and producer BBD, the sports are fantastic, man. Baseball is killing it. Baseball is still hot in the streets. The standings change every night. The takes change every night. Our Marlins look like they're in trouble. Before we get there, because there might be some deep baseball cuts, Jess just popped up and gave me such a look of disapproval of my general outfit and being. So, but we do it for you people. BBD busted out nice Pirates Cole jersey today. Is that a jersey? What is that technically?
It's a jersey.
Okay, that's a full-blown jersey. I'm sorry. I saw the buttons up top. Wow. Game worn.
No.
Would have been a good lie. On Wake and Jake, what we do is we wake up and we talk about the sports, BBD, and we normally start with the game of the night. And the game of the night, BBD, excuse me. From a talent perspective, from what's going on in the division and from the gameplay, we are heading out to Believeland, BBD. The Cleveland Indians versus the Chicago White Sox, and we had a pair of straight-up ones on the bump. I mean, Bieber, Giolito, it kind of doesn't get better than that, and what I believed would be a playoff baseball game, and it was. The Chicago White Sox are trying to hold on to first place in the Central, which is the difference between right now the 2 seed or the 4 seed, I believe. And this game was back and forth. This series has been pretty intense, and this was, playoff baseball. Like, it wasn't flashy. We showed a highlight of a Franmil Reyes sac fly. I think Santana went yard in this game, if I'm remembering correctly. Early on. Is that your guy Tristan McKenzie twirling at BBD?
Oh, yeah. I've got a little bit on him in later.
Yeah, we like that a lot. The White Sox, this kid who's been kind of the story, I won't say the story of baseball. That's a little dramatic, but they just drafted him, Crochet. He comes up in this, I think it was a tie game at the time. He pitches an inning. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. We're tied at 2s, BBD. Jose Abreu hit a sac fly to tie it. And Jordan Luplow, college teammate of Aaron Judge, he hits the walk-off Yabo in this game. Again, this was I don't think you'd say this was the prettiest baseball, or you're looking at it like, 7-8 final. This was insane. No, this was like a playoff baseball game. And with Cleveland winning, I think they are now 2 games back of the White Sox and the Twins. The Twins technically jump to first place in the AL Central after all we've been talking about is possibly Yankees Twins for a couple weeks. White Sox do have the tiebreaker. I found that out this morning. Didn't realize as much there. But Man, I mean, pretty crazy. Shane Bieber pitches. His final line is 5 innings pitched, 10 Ks, only 2 hits. Drops his ERA to 1.63. He is most likely your AL Cy Young winner. We might have seen both Cy Young winners on the bump last night. Lucas Giolito, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 11 Ks. He doesn't end up getting the loss in this one because it does go tied into the ninth, but a good last start for him. 119 bullets. I saw someone tweet out, I think it was Keith Law, that Giolito, like 3 of his last 7 starts, he's gone 110 plus, and they were just like, why, dude? He's a young kid. But Cleveland gets the dub, and this was just playoff baseball. Like, this is what's coming. Like, I'm sorry this wasn't a 10 home run festival, but just tough pitching, good at bats. And it's going to be interesting to see what matters in a couple weeks because, you know, who's going to be the 2/1 seed, who's going to be the 4 seed. And I guess it means a lot to us, BBD, because it's probably who the Yankees are going to be playing. But game of the night, I mean, stud pitchers, stud bats, a lot of fun guys out of the bullpen. Karen Chack, Crochet, Tristan McKenzie, Brad Hand. So that's the game of the night. Baseball. You probably, if you watch that Celtics Heat game, maybe you thought we were going to go there. We weren't. It kind of wasn't a great game. The Heat dominated. We will talk a little more about it later.
Ended close.
Ended close. Good for the Cleveland Indians. And again, I think the other story here is how quickly the pulse of this baseball season is changing. Luplow, watch the Gio Gonzalez at bat for those live on the YouTube. Love you, YouTubers. There it goes. See ya. Facebook crew, we'll get you back next week. Periscope. Like it's just week by week. Like a week ago, the Indians stunk. They couldn't get a win. I think they lost 7 straight. A week ago, the Yankees had won 7 straight. And they pushed that to 10? And now they're kind of struggling again, and it's not exciting. They haven't homered in 3 games. People are worried about that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this weekend lines up. A lot of teams are lining up their playoff rotations. So it's going to be interesting to see how hard they battle to really win games. But good for Cleveland. They are a scary playoff team. Shane Bieber, game 1. I mean, nobody wants to see that. Might be the best pitcher in baseball. We'll talk about the other guys giving him an argument for that. BBD, let's run through all the baseball because there's so many good baseball discussions going on right now across the league. I started dipping my toe into them. Ooh, you can really dance. Ooh, you can really dance. She went boom, boom, boom. I love TikTok. Watched a lot of TikTok hydraulic press videos last night, BBD.
I saw your tweet about it. I was interested.
Yeah, it's
the algorithm doesn't give me those, but they should.
It really sends you. I mean, it's kind of the same thing every time, but it's exciting. They crush something. Sometimes it explodes. Anyways, Susan. In the baseball, BBD, our Yankees play another almost unwatchable game. 4 errors. They're making multiple errors on the same play. They get blown out 14-1 by the Jays. Buffalo is turning into a little bit of a house of horrors for the Yankees. We'll see. They can salvage the series tonight. Doesn't matter. I don't know. It might be too late. You need to see some things happen. You got to play cleaner baseball, maybe a Judge home run. Rays played the Mets and they win 8-5. Randy Arozarena, BBD, 2 home runs. My God, man. Brandon Lau leads their team in almost every offensive category. He gets a homer. Tampa clinches the AL East. I think it's their first one since 2010. Good for them. Really good ball team. Some good images of them smoking cigars in the dugout. You don't see that every day. Orioles lose to the Red Sox. Red Sox are winning games. They might be blowing that draft pick. It looks like they're pulling something out of the old New York Knicks playbook there. Evaldi looked good. There you go. Nobody cares. BBD, games that people care about. Phillies, Nats. And the Phillies lost both games of a doubleheader yesterday. They're dead. We're not excited about them anymore. They might have just blown their playoff chances. They come back. This game's kind of tight. Harper, man, he hits 2 home runs. Both of them are kind of unreal, BBD. The other day I was on here screaming about how special Soto is and how we don't see opposite field power like this. It was kind of a dramatic lie because guess what? Bryce Harper's been doing this. Bryce is insane. Like his homers just came on the screen right now, and I don't know other guys in baseball that can take a low and away curveball to left center, like a dotted pitch and a good pitch. He's tuned up right now. John Kruk, who I think does the broadcast for them, had some really fun words. McCutchen crushed one after that. Didi got one. I think we saw some more Brock Holt on the mound. And then Juan Soto hits a home run because that's just what he does. But Phillies bounce back 12-3. They're a half game back of the Marlins for the 6th seed. Currently out of the playoffs, half game out of the 6th seed. Speaking of those Marlins, they lose again to the Braves. Scary stuff here. Max Fried gets pulled. Sources, a.k.a. Trevor, / the word around baseball is that he's okay. And I did watch the highlights of this. Like, the Freddie Freeman went over to him and was like, dude, like, this game doesn't matter. So we're not going to risk you getting more hurt. So Max Fried gets pulled early. Sixto Sanchez gets knocked around a little bit. These Braves can mash, man, and they win 9-4. Marlins, scary times. In the Central, we did the White Sox in Cleveland. The Pirates beat the Cubbies. Anthony Rizzo, homer draft. He homers in the first. That's it for the Cubs. The Pirates hit back-to-back homers in the first off Hendricks. That's it for the Pirates. This game finishes 2-1 final. Pirates get a win. I don't think it matters for the Cubs. But, just win a couple games down the stretch. You don't want something dumb to happen. And if there's a year where dumb stuff could happen, it's this year. Reds, Brewers, one of the stories of the night. I mean, the Reds hit 3 home runs. Votto, homer draft. Winker, Suarez. Jake's story. Trevor Bauer. 8 innings, 1 run, 12 Ks on short rest. A lot of grunting, a lot of yelling. He does the McGregor walk off the mound, which he's trying to repatent for himself this year. After the game, he says, I should be the NL Cy Young winner. I don't think he's wrong. I think Darvish gets one more start to counterpunch. But this was on short rest. 3 days rest. He says his body is optimal on 3 days rest. Don't want to know how he found that out. But he said he's willing to pitch the last game of the season if the Reds need it. So, hey, for them, that's huge. If they need a win to get in, he'll be there. If not, they can save him for game 1. Really, I mean, he completely dropped dick. Antics were a little weird. They always are with Bauer. Twins, 7, Tigers, 6. These Twins, man, God, all they do is win. Good for them. Jake Cave, BBD, your Jake Cave, 2 homer night. Cave Hive. Miggy Cabs hits a 3-run homer. Miggy Cabs hits 2 3-run homers. I'm just finding this out. That's pretty cool. Twins win 7-6. How about that? Miggy Cabs, 2 3-run homers. Good for you, Miggy. Keep raking. Twins are having fun and winning games. Speaking of not having fun, the Cardinals get beat up by the Royals. Carlos Martinez is dead this year. Salvi Perez hits 2 homers. So does your boy, Franchy Cordero. 12-3. Cardinals, we're getting scared. Teams that I wish we could be scared about. My Rockies continue to stink. / the Giants are good and currently the 7th seed in the playoffs. They win 7-2. Longoria with the home run. Mauricio Dubon, 3-run homer late. Giants are the 7 seed. Insane. Angels beat the Padres. Clevenger pulled after the first. Bicep tendonitis. David Cohn was talking about that a lot. Not good. Not good. We'll wait on an update for that, but not good. Might have lost him. And the Angels have started winning a ton of games, so they're so dumb. Like, they're going to finish 29-31 and been like, if there was another week to the season. Well, guess what? There wasn't. You guys stink. D-backs 7, Rangers 3, another stink bowl. D-backs win. Wyatt Matheson hits his first big league home run and hits his second big league home run in the same game. I watched the call of it. It was actually pretty good. The broadcaster did the classic, like, no better time than now, Wyatt. But he's done it. Deep drive to left. Mariners 3, Astros 2. People are digging up these deep cut scenarios where the Astros cannot make the playoff. It would take a straight up marigold. Ty France, couple hits. How exciting is that? Mariners were a swing away from getting their first shutout of the year. Reddick blew it in the 9th with the 2-run single. Mariners won. Who cares? And the A's and the Dodgers. A's win this game. This is the first I'm seeing this result. BBD got lost in the basketball last night. Muncy, Belly, and Rios all homered to tie it up. But Laureano, our guy, laser show, Ramon, 2-run homer in the 9th. Sean Manaea with a decent start, 6 innings, 3 runs against a really good team. And I just read a tweet that says he has some of the best extension on his pitches in Major League Baseball, BBD. So that's a late deep cut. That's the baseball. David, what did I miss?
Well, the A's are trying to figure out what their playoff rotation is going to be. So considering it's against the Dodgers, that's a decent start from Manaea. I don't know if that you can put him ahead. You see what happens this weekend, how they've lined it up. But yeah, a couple things. The Indians did use Tristan McKenzie out of the bullpen. They have obviously the one of the best, probably the best rotation in baseball. Either them or the Reds. More on them in a sec. So McKenzie's not really a spot for him in the rotation in the playoffs. So they get 2 innings out of him in the bullpen now. They stretch him out to 30 pitches. I think his velo ticked back up because it had dropped the previous start or something. Kind of a deep cut. So yeah, good. He was able to be effective out of there. That's another weapon for them. They were probably pretty excited that worked out. And then Bauer going on short rest yesterday, saying he's willing to go on short rest the last day of the season. But he likes it being on 3 days rest better. Kind of nuts today to hear someone say that, but also like, hey, if he's good to go that last game and they need him, they have the arms to fill in at the start of the wild card round if he pitches that last day. So like, do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of
and yeah, I mean, going back to Bauer, he deserves some more love. It's looking like it's his NL Cy Young. The antics, feel about how you want about them. They're kind of harmless / he did go at like players. He was staring at Vogelback. He gave Yelich a look, which that's kind of supposed to be the cutoff. I'll say this. Whenever I talk about CC Sabathia, I end up talking about his period on the Brewers where he went over there and he pitched basically every third day and he went nut job. And that's what Bauer's doing right now. So he deserves credit for this. He's a big reason for I think they've won 4 straight series now, and that was our joke for a while. It wasn't a joke. It was factual that the Reds didn't win series. So they're winning series. He looks crazy. I mean, his stuff is unhittable. It's going to be one of the most wild free agencies to watch. He said he wants a 1-year big money deal, and he wants to do that the rest of the way. Interesting to see how that actually happens, especially this year when teams, supposedly don't have money. Gonna be wild. The pitching in the baseball is unreal. So good for him. I'm trying to see what else jumps out. I guess real quick. I mean, we've touched upon it. What is this article? MLB. That's not the postseason thing I want. I talked about it a little bit. The Twins and the White Sox. White Sox are technically a half game up, or do I need to refresh this? I think the Twins are half game up. Excuse me.
Twins have 1 more win. They're even in the loss.
But the White Sox do. White Sox do have the tiebreaker, so the Twins would have to be a game better than them the rest of the way, which is possible. Cleveland and the White Sox finish tonight, and I think Cleveland could go for the 4-game sweep, if I'm remembering correctly, which would be insane and would almost bring the White Sox closer to the Indians, and the Indians finish with 3 with the Pirates. So again, crazy year. Good for the A's. The National League is just a straight up disaster. My guy Jomboy wants to cross names off. I think yesterday we might have brought more situations in play with the Marlins dropping to 500, 28-28. It's a race to 30, man. It's a race to 30, and they could be in a bad way. They finish with 3 at the stadium where the Yankees have been really good. You know, they're going to be doing some funky stuff with the pitching, but they're still going to want to get those bats hot. So, man, absolute craziness. Baseball still hot in the streets. I love it. There's a football game tonight. No football to recap right now. BBD, there was a big basketball. We talking basketball. So basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Celtics Heat game 4. Yeah, that math works out. Heat with the 2-1 series lead. Boston came back and won game 3. Marcus Smart yelled at everyone. The Heat were in control of this game most of the way. Boston, it was an NBA basketball game. Like, Boston was there. They'd make a little run. I think they took the lead. It's like 86, 85-ish, something like that. Tatum, 0 points in the first half. He comes back with 28 spot in the second half. Pretty good redemption half for him. 9 boards. Marcus Smart, mentioned him, 11 assists. Not a good shooting day. 3 of 12 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3. I might talk about him a little more in a minute. Gordon Hayward, 14-7, and he has a kid, Gordon Theo, something like that. His first boy. He's got the famous viral video that went around for a while when he found out he was having another girl, and he was straight up sad, which we'll talk. Maybe we won't talk about that. Kemba with 20 points, Jaylen Brown with 21. But these Heat, BBD, Jimmy Butler, mean, tough, hit free throws down the stretch, 24 points, 9 rebounds. Bam, he gets hurt at the end of the game. Interested to see if that becomes a factor. 20-12. Dragic, 22. The story of this game, Big Baby David, Tyler Hero, the rookie, second all-rookie team, by the way. He goes for 37. I believe it's a conference finals record. 14 of 21, 6 boards. He was playing like a point forward / a straight up point guard. And he could do everything. He was pulling up. We just saw that. He was getting to the 10. He hits the step back deep 3 over Marcus Smart late. Tyler Hero, I mean, it's kind of a game for the ages. I don't know if that's a really lame, dramatic term, but it really was. At SportsCenter after the game, they kept showing all these different records and names that he's now connected with. And it was just filthy. He was automatic. They win. And man, Tyler Hero is the story. Heat win 112-109. The Celtics gave themselves kind of a chance late, but they also didn't. And that series is now 3-1 Heat. So barring a pretty crazy comeback by the Celtics, which you can't fully rule out, the Nuggets have done 3-1 twice this very postseason, but the Heat look good. And it's also one of those things where it's, why are the Heat up 3-1? Like, is it, what's going to change for the Celtics to come back? And I don't know, man, this Tyler Hero development feels kind of special. Feels like, no, BBD, know what the thought that came up to me was that this Tyler Hero performance makes me think Giannis is going to the Heat. How about that?
Damn. People have been wanting that to be a thing for a while, but they've also, I remember I saw a tweet a couple weeks ago of there isn't a player in the league that hasn't been photoshopped into a Heat jersey. So everyone's
true.
been rumored to want to go there, especially now that they're like good. But like Giannis also is a free agent in a year, so that'd be that'd be something.
It'd be something.
Not a lot of
I
young cheap guys.
don't know how it looks, but we dreamed about this in our little basketball group chat the other day, and I like Bam Adebayo a lot. He's a really young, good player. Hey, maybe the Heat go out and win the whole damn thing this year, and they just want to keep their team together. But I mean, if you can do Bam and Kendrick Nunn and a couple other pieces and some picks for Giannis to go with Jimmy Buckets and Tyler Hero.
If you can do a trade now, they're probably, if the Bucks are interested in doing a trade now, which indications are they aren't, but they probably got the best package they could give.
Yeah. By the way, I think we've said this before, BBD, but Eric Spoelstra, man, I mean, he was the coach that LeBron gave titles to. He's a good coach. He's a great coach. He deserves a lot of credit for what they're doing and everything they've been doing in Miami. And yeah, BBD, another thing I've said on here before, Marcus Smart, he's got so much heart. He's a leader. He plays incredible defense. He makes these small plays and big plays. I mean, 11 assists is no joke. But like, you can't do this. He has like full permission on offense. He's taking, pull-up threes guarded with 21 seconds left on the shot clock. And I don't know. I just think it's, and again, I was going to compare my basketball game to Marcus Smart, but that would be a giant insult to Marcus Smart. Everything he does great. I think just in a game like this, when you go back and you look at the box score and you're like, wait, Tatum kind of did his thing. Kemba kind of did his thing. Jaylen Brown gave us 21 and 9. Gordon Hayward had just a solid night. I mean, Marcus Smart's the one that sticks out. And, the whole thing is like, you got to let him be. He's got to do his thing. And I don't know. Has there ever been, like, who are the NBA players you say that about that have been good? Like, I feel like Russell Westbrook, he's obviously a different degree.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got to let Russ be Russ. And he's led some teams to something, but also not. Like, I don't know. But am I being too harsh?
I don't think Marcus Smart's is good enough for you to like wait out nights like this, or to just give him like the full permission to just kind of shoot when he wants. Like, he can be really good if he just like turns that filter on.
I guess what it
good
comes
every night if he does that. Obviously, if he can identify early whether or not he has it, he's capable of some nice scoring nights too. But
what it comes down to, I think, is like Marcus Smart is a coin flip player. Like, he could play lights out and win you a game on a given night. He could also play horrid and lose you a game. And I just don't think, like, if you have serious NBA championship goals, you can kind of let that happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh.
Probably if he ends up on a team with like an established star, like if he ended up on a LeBron team, he'd be able to adjust accordingly. But he's like not on one of those teams now. He like kind of is the vet on that team. So he like sort of can do what he wants, because Jason Tatum has been really good and is probably on his way there, but he hasn't proven anything. He can't exactly tell people what to do. Kemba is like the other one, but he's been kind of injured and not great. So like,
if half of Smart's shots go to Kemba or Tatum, the story of this game could be very different. I get you got to let him run, but do you? So I don't know. Let's see if the Celtics have some fight. Again, don't count a Boston team out, but the whole reason the Heat are here, I mean, Jimmy Butler has been a man and awesome. Bam Adebayo has been a man and awesome. And Tyler Hero, 37 points. That's crazy. We'll talk about him more in a second. BBD, do you have hockey highlights?
I do.
Because we did get tweeted at, because there was something cool that happened Tampa, the Tampa Bay Lightning, got the full team name. They win BBD 5-2 over the Dallas Stars, full team name again. Tampa takes the 2-1 lead in the series. That means this was game 3. Tampa with a big second period. And the cool thing that came from this game that I can speak of from a sports perspective and not a hockey perspective, and our guy Rusty tweeted this at me and BBD, Steven Stamkos. Hey, if you're a loose NHL fan, this is probably a name you do recognize. Steven Stamkos. He's been out since February. This is his first game back. He comes in, and did he net one or did his line net one? I think he netted one, right?
He got one, yep.
So I mean, that's kind of one of those as good as sports gets things. And I'm sure the conversations leading up to this game, and maybe I'm lame sports media guy now, but I'm sure there were debates like, do you want Stamkos to come in and mess with the chemistry? Like, which line is he going to be on? Is that line doing good things? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they were begging for him to come back. Those are the two arguments there. But when he scores, I mean, that feeling for that team, and for this series, I mean, it's pretty crazy. So Lightning win, good for them. BBD, is this series going 7? What's your hockey take?
Oh, yeah, this is going a long, long way in my expert opinion.
If this goes to game 7, are we watching it?
Depends what day that is, but...
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So that's...
Jomboy talking. We should. If this goes game 7, we should watch this.
We should tune in. I watched whatever the last game of last year's Stanley Cup is. I don't remember anything that happened, but huge. I know that I turned it on, so I'd probably do it again, I guess.
Okay, so that's the hockey. Good job, Steven Stamkos and the Lightning. BBD, this brings us to our fake final. No, this isn't even our fake final segment of the day. This is our fake final segment. It's the comment of the day. The Wake and Jake Bakers. Good morning, everyone. Holy smokes, what a sports night. We're out here killing it. Tasty. I ask you guys and gals to leave a comment, leave a like. Facebook, over 100K yesterday. Not a big deal. Hit the like button. Hit the coin thing, I guess. Maybe I don't. Maybe don't. I don't get the coin thing. Hit a like button. Hit a comment. It all helps. We appreciate it. And when you guys do leave a comment, we talk about it this part of the show. And so there was a guy yesterday that was mad that I didn't talk about the Braves clinching the NL East. In my head, the Braves clinched the NL East like a month ago, so I'm sorry I wasn't more excited about that. Guess it could have deserved a mention, but so how about that? You know what? This is just a nice comment. Arturo Alonso, hi. Discovered your channel through a random Jomboy Media breakdown vid that was recommended in my feed a month ago, and I've since made Wake and Jake the pregame show as a part of my daily routine, along with my coffee. Absolutely love what you guys do on the daily. Thank you for the premium content. So that's just nice words.
Thank you.
That's just really nice, Arturo. So thank you. So thanks, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got Nuggets winning the final comment. Not sure about that. The other one that made me laugh was Wyatt McManus said, bro, the night has to be Jose Ramirez. Thank you, Jake. You literally chose him while I was typing this. So, again, let those comments fly. Let those comments fly. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. Share with a friend. Again, these next few weeks are going to be awesome. I mean, NBA Finals, MLB playoffs. Potentially, we might watch Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. So, get excited, share with a friend. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick. BBD, before we get into our real last segment of the night, bro of the night, fake last segment of the night, it is brought to us by DraftKings. BBD, week 2 of the football is in the books. It's done. It's week 3 tonight. I think it's the Florida Bowl tonight, right? Miami and Jacksonville, something that. And there's no better place to get in on the action than with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. To add to the excitement of Week 3, DraftKings is bringing back their can't-miss offer. Are you kidding me? Can't miss it. If you haven't tried DraftKings Sportsbook yet, Head to the App Store now because you don't want to miss this. It's giving all new users a chance to turn $1 into $100. Know why they keep doing this promotion, BBD? Because people probably love this. Because if you bet $1 and that team wins, you win $100. That's a pretty good deal. You're not going to find that anywhere else. If football's not for you, BBD, MMA. Oh my God, remember Jakey MMA? Where's he been? I guess I was going to say it's good. I've stopped watching. I'm still interested. I had a weird MMA thing happen last night. I'll say it at the end for the diehards. MMA is this weekend, UFC 253. I'm probably going to be watching that. Okay, great. DraftKings is safe, reliable, secure, making it easy for you to deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code Jomboy. When you sign up to get this can't-miss offer, pick any team during Week 3. Bet $1 on them to win $100. That's $1 to win $100 with promo code Jomboy during sign-up. Limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 years or older. New Jersey only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for detailed gaming problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. BBD, this brings us to our bro of the night. I DM'd a UFC celebrity I like yesterday. So it was just kind of, I don't know if it's a weak moment. I don't know if it's a cool thing. So that's what I've got going for me. BBD, bro of the night. This was a layup for me, and I kind of gave a lot of the spiel, but I'll do it again. It's Tyler Hero, the rookie out of Kentucky. And BBD, we actually did this a little while back, and I keep saying that phrase. But we talked about how a lot of basketball players that have gone to the University of Kentucky have come out, and we found out like they're more talented than they show at Kentucky. It was Bam Adebayo, Karl Anthony Towns. There's this group of players, everyone except Kevin Knox, has kind of come to the NBA, and they show a different skill set. Tyler Hero was running the point for them for a while as like this scoring aggressive point guard. It was pretty badass. And he's a rookie. I think he's 20 years old, and he lights it up. And, I watched a little bit of the SVP Sports Center that was after the game, and Tim Legler's on there and is like, hey, and Tim Legler, I like him. I think he's a pretty, he's not your hot takey first take type guy. Like, he's just real. And he's like, Tyler Hero tonight showed that it's looking like he's going to be kind of a multi-year all-star. Like, let's not go crazy and say it's looking like he's on pace to be one of the best players in the league. But I mean, with that performance and with the skills he showed, he can be like a number 2 on a really good team. I don't know.
Good starter.
An amazing 3. So Tyler Hero gets it. He did something that I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and we have lost Jake, it appears. So Tyler Hero doing special stuff. Jake's back.
Hey, lost you guys, lost myself for a second. Tyler Hero, he's my bro of the night, BBD. They just showed that reverse layup. That was pretty dirty. And again, this is against the Celtics, like good defenders, good team defense, all of it. So, another guy that the Knicks did not pick, Tyler Hero.
Damn. And we had just done some Tyler Hero, RJ Barrett stuff the other day. And all right, probably Hero. You'd probably take him now.
I think he wins.
At minimum, he can. We'd let him try RJ's role.
Yeah.
But my bro of the night, Jake, I'm bringing it back to the baseball, and we did a little bit of the spiel on him already too. I'm giving it to my guy, Bryce Harper. Dude, he just a crazy stat line. 2 for 2, 3 walks. The 2 are homers. 4 total runs scored. He's got the easy oppo power we talked about. Going against his old team, which is always just fun. And the Phillies all of a sudden are, 1 game back from the Marlins playoff spot? And obviously they've got the Rays, but the Rays are now kind of locked in. They might still be going for that number 1 seed because you don't want to get stuck facing Cleveland if you fall to 2. So they're probably trying. I don't know. But Phillies are all of a sudden kind of back in the picture in my brain. And Harper is a big part of it because he's been going nut job this week.
Yeah. Half game back of the Fish right now. Don't know who has the tiebreaker. Probably something that I wish I did have for you. Maybe I'll find out another time. But yeah, totally forgot against his former team. Like I kind of forgot the Bryce Harper tale for a second. And yeah, BB, they showed his stat line, and there's only been like 4 people in Major League history to do it. It's like him, Pujols. It wasn't Bonds, which was surprising. And I forget who the other guys were. But yeah, and the homers were silly. Breaking balls away that he crushed.
Yeah. And both the homers he hit were like the game still mattered. You wouldn't think that,
Yeah.
based on the final score, but they go off in the 8th and 9th inning after these homers. The 3 walks apparently were all intentional walks, which I wasn't sure if they were intentional, but somebody in the chat said they are, or they were. So
Yeah,
cool.
they are. They were.
I didn't go and watch the walks.
Damn it, David. No, it's a good bro tonight. Bryce Harper, man. He his stat line might be interesting this year. If he gets in the playoffs, we'll see.
It's fun.
BBD, what are we watching tonight? Western Conference Finals and some baseball?
Pretty much. We got White Sox and Cleveland wrapping up. They got Keuchel and Plesac tonight. So that's a fun pitching matchup. And Brewers and Cardinals begin a series. Cardinals, both teams need wins. It goes without saying. Particularly the Cardinals after dropping to the Royals a couple times. But they've got their 2 hottest pitchers going tonight, Corbin Burns and Kwang Hyun Kim, squaring up. And just a good pitching matchup. They're both hot. Both teams need wins real bad.
Yeah, no,
So keep an eye on
that
that.
St. Louis and the Brewers, I mean, they're playing 5, doubleheader tomorrow. Like, whoever wins that series is pretty much guaranteed to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
One
that's
way
pretty
or
nuts.
another.
So that's like a playoff series. So that's cool. Western Conference Final. Hopefully the Nuggets have a little more fight to them. We're running a little late today, people. New episode of Talking Nets. Ryan Rucco, a friend of Jomboy Media, he's on there. And they had Justin Anderson an episode or 2 ago. So go check them out. They're rolling. Sequence, Trevor Plouffe making fun of himself. 12 out of 10. Talking Yanks, sharp stats, really good episode. Really good episode. Talking baseball, voicemails. Holy smoke, it's a content festival. Morning just happened. That just happened. And JJR, a new one will be coming out in a minute. Producer BBD on the 1s and 2s killed it today. Drinking out of my bottle keeper. Roosevelt, it's all. Oh, baby. I'm looking good. We'll get a late noodle shot.
Send me some nudes.
There's the corpse of my dog right there. Hey, Noodle. Kind of flinch. Couldn't care less.
Could tell he heard.
See everybody. Thank you.